Now, today I thought I would talk about one of my favourite directors. Now, he's not, I don't know if I'd call him one of the greatest directors of our time. I mean, we have had a lot of great directors, such as Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg, and Quentin Tarantino. But this director, I feel, is one of my favourites, and he's done quite a lot of good stuff over the years. That director is Joss Whedon, and frankly, anything that his name is on, you can be sure is going to be a mark of good quality. I mean, he's done one or two bad things over the years, but hey, he's done some pretty good stuff. Now, I'm going to be working through his works, or at least the ones that I know and I've seen, in reverse. So it's more recent through to his older stuff. Now, the ones that people may know him from for recent years would be his 2012 and 2015 contributions to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, i.e. the 2012 movie The Avengers, which brought together all of our favourite Avengers, and its sequel, follow-up, Avengers Age of Ultron, which came in 2015. And it's hard to go wrong with an Avengers movie. I mean, Age of Ultron you can take or leave, but Avengers Assemble is frankly awesome, and I've seen it on quite a few people's favourite movies lists. And you can certainly see why. It's a very good movie. Now, from there on, I enjoyed the two Avengers movies, but the next, in 2002, this is one that I've seen a lot of people compliment, and a lot of people kind of get a bit annoyed that it was cancelled. In 2002, they released a space western TV series they did called Firefly. And I knew it was a geek classic for a while. I knew that a lot of people were kind of upset and angry when the show got cancelled. But I knew it was a geek classic, so I asked for it on my Christmas list, and my dad gave it to me for Christmas. So he and I both sat down and watched it, and I can see why fans loved it. I absolutely adored the show. Yeah, from every single member of the cast, Malcolm Reynolds, Kay Lee, Shepherd Book, Wash, Zoe, Inara, Simon, River, and Jane. I loved every single one of them. I mean, the show, I'll admit, did end quite suddenly. Just like one episode left quite a lot of unanswered plot threads that were just starting to be developed, such as Simon and Kaylee's blooming relationship, the rather complicated relationship going on between Mal and Inara, everything with Wash and Zoe, River's powers, and everything with Shepherd. Like, who exactly was he? What were his motives? They left a lot of stuff unanswered, which I guess they tried to sort out in the 2005 movie Serenity, which I have not seen yet, and hopefully I will sometime. But yeah, it's a great show, and I could get why everyone was rather upset that it was cancelled, but nevertheless, Joss Whedon still left his mark on this, and it is brilliant. Now, after I finished Firefly earlier this year, I felt I needed something else from Joss, and I knew that there was another series he had done. Sorry about that. I knew there was another series he had done within my house. It had been sitting there for a while, and just never really thought to go for it until now. And that series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, considerably longer than Firefly ended up being, as Firefly lasted 1 season, while Buffy lasted 7, as well as a spin-off show, Angel, which I have not seen yet, and hopefully I will at some point. I managed to get through the first season of Buffy, and thank God I did. I've fallen in love with the show within the first season. It is brilliant. And it stars a variety of cast members such as Sarah Michelle Gellar, Nicholas Brendan, David Boreanaz, and as well as actors who I do know, Anthony Stewart Head, whom I saw from Merlin and from one episode Doctor Who back in 2006, and Alison Hannigan, who went on to star in the CBS sitcom How I Met Your Mother. And I frankly adored every single one of the characters. Buffy, Giles, Willow, Xander, Angel. even towards the end of the first season, you do start to feel a bit for Cordelia. She's a monstrous ego at the start, but towards the end of the series, you do begin to feel for her. You do begin to sympathise with her. And frankly, I know Joss has done other stuff, like he did one subpar movie which was Alien Resurrection, which I've heard was controversial, but he's also apparently done a very good series called Dollhouse, which I haven't got around to watching yet, but all I can say about this director, I don't know if I'd classify him as one of the greats of our time, because there have been a lot of great directors over the past few years. As I said, Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino. But the thing is, with everything that Joss has done over the last few years, dating back to the 90s, yeah, I mean the Avengers, Firefly, Buffy, if it's got Joss's name on it, it's almost always a surefire mark of quality. And like I've said twice before in this video, while I don't consider him one of the greats of our generation, he's definitely one of my favourite directors. And I strongly advise you, if you can find anything with his name attached, just give it a watch. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Well, there are my views on Joss Whedon. See you later.